Good morning, grade 8. We are now down to our next topic. In the continuation of the next topic, the faults and earthquakes. That's the first module, weeks 1 to 4 in the second quarter. But then again, upon checking on your activities, I am now in the middle of recording all your scores. I started with the offline learners. Please take note. Please tell them, the offline learners, that a lot of them didn't actually submit their modules. Well, it's up to them, right? What I am doing now is I'm recording everything that you actually sent to me, that you actually submitted, and all of those will be recorded accordingly, and to be able for me also to generate your grade. Remember that your grades are not actually given; they are earned. That's what I had discussed. That's what I had told you when you were still in grade 7, right? So upon checking on the circle of life, that's Q1, weeks 5 to 8, I actually checked on it and there is no report sheet yet. Okay, that is why I am opening the report sheet today. Okay, I'll be opening it today and it will be due, or this will close by Friday, that's November 12th. So you have a lot of time to upload your report sheet in the LMS. Remember that your report sheet is your performance tasks, meaning to say that this is 40% of your grade. Apparently, sad to say, we missed report sheet last first quarter, weeks 5 to 8. That's the second module. So I want you to upload as early as possible, ASAP, your report sheet, because I am in the middle of recording all your scores. I am done with offline learners. Okay, I am now in the process of recording the online learners through your LMS, right? Do I make myself clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's move now to
Yes.
our topic, the continuation of the topic. We are done with the faults. Okay, we are now in the earthquake. Okay, let's make it more faster simply because your mastery test is fast approaching and I am now actually gathering the coverage for your mastery tests. It should be covered, right? We are actually stuck on the earthquake focus and epicenter last time, right? So let's continue with earthquake focus and epicenter. When you throw a pebble into a pond, okay, when you throw, okay, waves move outward in outward directions. What do you think so? In similar manner, when rocks and earth crust break, earthquake occurs and earthquake waves travel to the earth in all directions, or to the crusts in all directions. Please turn on your camera so that I can see you. An earthquake is a shaking and trembling of earth that result from the sudden movement of part of Earth's crusts. So same as when you drop a pebble or a rock on a pond, it actually what creates a wave, okay, in outward direction. So meaning to say, it is actually creating a wave in outward direction, going outside in different directions. So same as an earthquake. If there is a shaking, a sudden shake of Earth's crust, the movement of this earthquake, the wave, okay, the seismic waves is in outward direction, in all directions, outward movement. So same as this, right? This is for us to internalize or visualize the concept of earthquake. Okay. Most often, earthquakes are caused by slippage along fault in Earth's crust. Slippage, meaning to say, the Earth crusts or the tectonic plates slips to each other, which creates an earthquake. The ground can rise and fall like waves in the ocean. And the motion of the ground causes buildings, trees, telephone poles to sway and fall. Meaning to say, there are some damages in some of our areas. This is how harmful earthquakes are. Okay. Sometimes loud noises can be heard coming from Earth. Okay. The most common cause of earthquake is faulting. That's the most common. So meaning to say, there are some movements of Earth's crusts. That's faulting. As you have learned, a fault is a break on Earth's crust. During faulting, energy is released as rocks break and move. They move. As they move, they cause nearby rocks to move also. The rocks continue to move this way until the energy is used up. So why do you think so that the Earth's crusts or the Earth's tectonic plates are moving until now? Why do you think so? What do you think is the cause of this movement? Any idea? Any idea? Why do you
The
think so?
tectonic plate.
Why, yes. The movement is in the tectonic plates. Correct, Blur. Why do you think so that these tectonic plates are moving? What causes these movements? And why these tectonic plates move? What is the reason behind? Blair is right, because the tectonic plates are moving. What else? Any idea why they are moving? They are moving simply because there is an increase of pressure underneath. Okay? The increase of pressure underneath will let the tectonic plates move to ease the pressure. It will actually look for what? Look for an area where the pressure can be released. This is the reason why faulting, earthquake, faulting and earthquake are actually associated with volcanic eruption. Your volcanic eruption there is an outlet. Okay, this is one of the outlets for what? One of the outlet for the release of pressure. Okay, this is one of the outlet for the release of pressure. Okay, earthquakes that occur on the ocean floor causes giant waves called tsunamis or tsunamis. We usually call them as tsunamis or tsunamis. These waves can travel at a speed of 700 to 800 kilometers per hour. Okay, as they approach coast, tsunamis can be as high as 10 to 20 meters. The effect of tsunamis are devastating. Yes, they are one of the world's worst natural disasters that can hit a country. Okay, tsunami damage is first caused by the immense force of the tidal wave hitting the shoreline. Okay, tsunami flooding then continues to cause damage for several more weeks. Okay, when an earthquake occurs, only part of the fault is moved or involved in the rupture. Okay, that area is usually outlined by distribution of aftershocks in the sequence. Some faults are deep inside the earth. Okay, others are close to or at the earth's surface. Most faults occur between the surface and a depth of 74 kilometers. Okay, the point, okay, take note, the point where the earthquake ruptures and rocks break is the focus or hypocenter. Okay, that is the focus. This is the point where the earthquake ruptures. Okay, the focus is the underground point of origin of an earthquake. The point on Earth's surface directly above the focus. If the focus is in the lower, the above area of the focus is called the epicenter. Okay, earthquake's wave reach the epicenter first. This is where the most violent shaking of the ground occurs. To plot earthquake's location on the map, the epicenter must be located first. Earthquake waves are known as seismic or seismic waves. Okay, seismic waves or seismic waves are the waves of energy caused by the sudden breaking of rock within Earth or an explosion. They are the energy that travels through Earth and is recorded by a seismograph. Okay. Scientists learn much about earthquakes and the interior of the Earth by studying the propagation of seismic waves. These seismic waves can be distinguished by a number of properties, including speed of the wave, or speed the waves travel, or speed of the waves, the direction of the wave, or the direction that the waves move particles as they pass by, and where they do not propagate. Okay. Propagate or progress. There are three main types of seismic waves or seismic waves, and they all move in different ways. Okay. They are primary waves, number one. The second one, primary waves are P waves. Number one. The second one is secondary waves or S waves. And number three is the surface waves. Okay. Each type of wave has a characteristic speed and manner of travel. So let's take a look at primary waves, for example. For P wave, it is actually the fastest, okay? The fastest seismic wave, and consistently the first to arrive on the seismic station before any type of seismic wave. Okay, the P wave can move through solid rocks and fluids. When you say P waves, it can actually travel through solid rocks and fluids or water. Like water on the liquid layer of the earth, it pushes and pulls, push and pull the rocks. It moves through just like a sound wave, push and pull the air. Okay, push and pull. That's the movement of the P wave. Have you ever heard about a big club thunder and heard the windows rattling at the same time? The windows rattle because the sound waves are pushing and pulling on the window glass, much like P waves push and pull rocks. Sometimes, okay, animals can hear P waves of an earthquake. Dogs, for instance, commonly begin barking hysterically just before an earthquake hits. Usually people can feel the bump and the rattle of these waves. Okay, that's the P wave. Okay, let's move now to the S wave or the secondary waves. Do you have any questions so far? Questions so far? Questions? Okay, let's move now to the secondary wave. The secondary wave or the second wave you feel an earthquake. Oh, it is actually a second wave, okay, that you feel an earthquake. An S wave is slower than a P wave and can only move through solid rocks. It cannot actually travel through liquid or gas. Okay, it is this property of S waves that led seismologists to conclude that Earth's outer core is illiquid because S waves do not travel through liquids. They are not always recorded at all locations during an earthquake. What happens then to S waves when they reach the liquid part of the Earth? Okay, here the S wave stops. Again, if an S waves hit a body of water, automatically S waves will stop. Okay, S waves move rock particles up and down. So if P waves pushes and pull, the movement is push and pull, pushes and pulls the rocks or the particles, the rocks and the waters of Earth or in the crusts. S waves, the movement there is up and down. So S waves now usually what let the crusts, because it cannot travel through waters, right? The crusts to move up and down. That's the movement of S waves. Or side to side perpendicular to the direction of the wave. It is actually traveling in side to side, up and down. Okay. Earthquake radiates P and S waves in all directions, and interaction of the P and S waves with Earth's surface and shallow structure produces surface waves. Okay. Again, the interaction of P waves and S waves in the Earth's surface causes now surface waves or L waves. L waves arrives at the given point after, take note, after primary and secondary waves. L waves travel from the focus directly upward to the epicenter. Then they move along the Earth's surface the way waves travel in the ocean. Just a surface of the water rises and falls with each wave. Okay? The Earth's surface moves up and down with each L waves that passes. L waves causes most of the damage during an earthquake because they bend and twists the Earth's surface. Okay? Let me check on this. Hang on. Okay. Just to give you an idea, or just to give you a time to do your previous module, previous activity, okay, to continue doing your report sheet. I'll be ending the Zoom meeting in order for you to continue with your activity number 6, your report sheet in the previous quarter, Q1, weeks 5 to 8. Without this, without your report sheet, I cannot actually give you a grade. Okay? Inform your classmates to create or to do activity number 6. That's the report sheet. Okay? The performance tasks. Right? I think that will be all for today, class. Do you have any questions so far? Questions? I have only 3 students here. Questions? So far with the discussed topic? All right. I think that will be all for today, class. I'm expecting your report sheet today because I'm checking it now. Okay? Again, without the report sheet, I cannot actually give you a grade in your performance task. Right? I think that will do it for today, class. Have a nice day, grade 8. Take care. Bye-bye.